Hey everyone, today we are back in the custom pack. This is a wild custom pack, the WildHurt pack. So feel free to pause, take a look at the pack. It contains every hurt pet possible. So just looking at the tier 6s, you see Piranha, you see Small One, you see Amargasaurus. That kind of covers the range of pets, right? So hurt, Small One, when you bring it in, it hurts everything. I think Hedgehog would, kind of be along the same lines. Then a Amargasaurus, a utility pet, a support pet. When a friend gets hurt, it replaces it, gives its health back, as long as it doesn't get KO'd, obviously. And then you have the standalone kind of ability, battle ability. In the case of the Piranha, the battle scaling. Piranha, Camel, Triceratops. That's the name of the game with the hurt pets, right? And it's all centered around the Leech. You already know it. I'm not going to try to beat around the bush here. This is a Leech video. It turned into Leech gaming. And it kind of makes sense when you're trying to force hurt pets and not really run much else. I didn't really want to run like my standard custom pack setups with this, even though you'll see a lot of the same pets as I start working on a beta fish to essentially pill by KOing it with the Leech. But I didn't just want to like monkey spam, right? It'd be good to monkey spam like a Piranha or Triceratops or something. Get a big unit, go smash up front. When the big unit gets hurt, Amargasaurus can replace health, it could throw stats back. But I wanted to accomplish that with more so just the hurt pets. So commit to the Leech early, that means you can get a Leech Camel going, and then the Leech gets strong. And that means the Leech will get very healthy. So you'll have a very high health Leech, lower attack. And then the beta fish is perfect. Start balancing out that attack. And then you transition that Camel into a Triceratops or Piranha. So then your high health Leech will start getting more attack from a Piranha. Or if you have a Triceratops, it'll start buffing the rest of your team. And you see the first appearance of the Koala and the Eucalyptus. So brought it in here on turn 4. Did I do a little frog swap to get some stats on it? I don't know why I'm not paying attention as much to this. I would assume I frog swap a guinea pig to it. But I know the koala has been changed a lot recently with base stats and its ability. We see Eucalyptus now with the koala as well as the tier 2 toy. I'm blanking on the names of all that right now. I believe it's like a saw. But yeah, the Eucalyptus is actually a really good protective perk when you consider the other perks at its level. Obviously, Garlic is somewhat equivalent, but Eucalyptus, kind of like a Brussels sprouts, it blocks more damage once. As you see, we got rid of our Eucalyptus. It's kind of funny how it all works out. But yeah, the main name of the goal here, as I'm ranting about Eucalyptus with no end in sight, is I wanted to run Eucalyptus with this team as well. So the goal is to get as many Eucalyptus as we can. And it's interesting because you can see I'm already getting a Eucalyptus on the Koala. So if I want to get a Eucalyptus on a Leech, I'll have to essentially do the same thing. Bring in a separate Leech, and then have one Leech hurt the other Leech. Koala gives it the Eucalyptus, and then I can stack them the following turn. So if you're going for challenges like this, where you're going for, the blue-footed booby, get melon slice on everything, you're going to need to get creative about your order, and before you commit to the full 5 pets, you got to make sure you bring in doubles of the same pet you have, get the equipment, combine them. There's a whole method to the madness. And check this out. Check this out. Actually using a chipmunk to get another Eucalyptus. I'm assuming, obviously it's just going to go on the Leech. What else would it go on this team? So I did not see that coming. I did these runs about a week or so ago, and I don't remember too much of it other than just kind of like what the final team looks like. So I know the next bonus clip, I actually show like a good portion of the run, because there's a lot of these little techniques in it as well that I saw. So I was like, all right, I'm gonna put this longer clip in here. And I think a lot of these methods I picked up off of weekly pack playing when you get the hurt synergy in the weekly packs, it's very strong and it's very fun. There's another koala. I don't know if we need it. Yeah, I don't think it's necessary. And this run was super, super interesting because no camel, right? No camel at all. I'm now committing to a 3 squad because I want to force the Triceratops buffs. And there you go. I mean, technically we have Eucalyptus on our whole team. We only have 3 pets, but that counts. So if you're going for like, oh, I got Peanuts on my whole team. Well, if you only have 1 pet with Peanuts, yeah, that's your whole team with Peanuts, right? I'm just trying to think that'd be funny of like a YouTube title or thumbnail. It's just total clickbait. I got peanut butter on my whole team. 1 pet. Oh man, the skunk, the dolphin, the croc, the foo man, the night man cometh, the day man. Wait, the night man. Real Velo. I would think that I would take that. Pushing to Koala 3 is also probably not the best decision, but I guess probably didn't know what else. And we skipped the Real Velo. I'm super surprised on that. Maybe I just didn't expect to survive many hits. And I do want to level the Triceratops, so I probably was looking for that a lot. Because yeah, you see koala. I mean, you know what? This koala is actually doing work. We got every single trigger, and we actually forced a draw because of it. That was awesome. Lasagna is probably going on koala, if I was to guess. Take a turkey that's a 3 attack, 1 health for 2 gold. Just using a turkey for 1 pet. There's the lasagna. Of course, chocolate has to go on Triceratops. We need Triceratops. We want to scale. We're only getting, is it 3-3 or 4-4? 3-3 from the Triceratops. I think it used to be 4-4. The cool thing is now we can throw food on our Triceratops and like not really worry about losing the health, because the 2 health we lose every turn, the Amargasaurus is going to replace it. And the thought also with the Amargasaurus in battle is the Eucalyptus is not the best protective equipment in these later rounds. So if we survive a hit, not only do we get Eucalyptus back, but we get our health back, and hopefully that gives us a better chance to survive another hit. Turn 11, we're just kind of like approaching the mid-20s in stats. Honestly, the team's not that great. Not that great. We do have equipment, which typically my teams don't have at this point. But we have 4 hearts remaining and 7 trophies. So I think because this run has been on a good pace is why it's been so successful and hasn't lost the hearts. Invest in a TV because we're so healthy, and we face a mana squad. I absolutely love mana squads. Mana has been by far my favorite wild pack so far. I mean, the level up pets are like my favorite, but it's fairly plain and simple. The mana pets, there's just so many different options. It's like you can go Cali Greyhound Chimera, Cali Greyhound Sea Serpent, Chimera Sea Serpent, or I guess the other way around, it'd be Sea Serpent Chimera. I'm totally blanking on some of the others. Oh, the Pichu, right? Gold Generation. So many mana pets. The Wharf. The Caladrius? Is that how you say it? And what is this madness? We have a pita bread on our Margosaurus. Why do we have this, you might ask? Well, we have a Firefly. As I try to figure out my position going, you have 4 hearts, Metabrush. Just hit end turn. Come on. So we want to get Eucalyptus on everything. And we could just have the Leech hit the Amargasaurus, but why waste the 6/6 stats at the end of turn when we can just pill a Firefly onto the Amargasaurus, get our pita bread activation, get a eucalyptus, and holy mother of 1 HP, that was such a good trade. Get our eucalyptus, as well as our pita bread activation on the Amargasaurus, and get a Triceratops trigger, because the Firefly hits adjacent pets. So it's kind of like pill and a badger, same thing, and there's the pill, so here we go. And this is the kind of little kind of tech I was talking about. It's just so much fun when you're in a run and then this stuff happens and you're like, I honestly didn't expect to be pilling Fireflies in these runs, but of course it makes sense when you get to this point. And I just think this team looks so cool. The eucalyptus, it's like not used to it. It's kind of like the melon slices when that all came out. I was pretty obsessed with it. And oh no, we unfreeze! Unfreeze the Firefly. We're on 9 trophies, 4 hearts remaining. So I was dead set on getting the full Eucalyptus squad. And look at that. The gorilla showed up perfect. And I thought this would be hilarious. What happens? So we get the coconut and then we get the eucalyptus. So usually you use Leech to activate your coconut. But here was my thought with the gorilla. If we lose this battle, which it looks like we are, it's a draw. That's perfect. Now we have a gorilla with a high health gorilla with eucalyptus. That gives the gorilla a better chance to survive the first attack, then get its coconut, and then keep going. And if we have the gorilla towards the back line or behind the koala will not give it eucalyptus again. So the coconut will stay. We won't replace it like we just did. So yeah, because of that, I was like, yeah, I want to try to see this gorilla in action. Let's just throw lasagna on it. What a cool team. What a cool concept. We run into another absolute Goliath. But look at that. We got the coconut. And yeah, it's a loss. Okay. And this is scary. You start losing. The team is kind of strong. I mean, we're approaching the 40s in stats on a couple units. But it's turn 15. And that's kind of the line. Once you go past turn 15 in custom packs, you're in trouble. Wild packs, it gets more dangerous. Standard customs, it's dangerous. They're both scary. They're both scary. Let's see. Ooh, it's a summon team. It's exactly what we want to face. So there's one. There's 2 Triceratops. Our Leech should get a ton of... Wow, they have actually a level 2 German Shepherd and a level 3 Turkey. We get our coconut. Oh my word. And we get it done with our high health Eucalyptus Amargasaurus. Let's freaking go. That felt so good. Here we go. Now it's time to get the camel involved. It's turn 7. There's no Leech on the team. We've been Manatee scaling our camel, and we have a level 2 Firefly. So what the heck are we doing here? What's going on here? Are we just going to pill this Firefly and get a melon? I highly doubt it. Crane, a great option for some Cranatee action. Some Manatee Crane. And there we go. I mean, why not just stack them? There we go. Stack them and rack them. Stack them, rack them, Willie. Shout out to all those Rack 'em Willie fans out there. What do we got going here? Ah, look at this Firefly pill. Absolutely beautiful. We get the camel stats on the Manatee. We get the melon on the Manatee. Don't know why I'm leaving that separate Manatee. Or that other Manatee separate. And there's the Leech. Nothing like a turn 7 Leech, right? And I figure if we're committing to this camel, might as well go all in on it. So push camel to level 3. Definitely better than pushing Leech level 2. And at this point in the game, you're like, cool. We got something cooking, but I just don't know if it's going to survive. But 5 trophies, 5 hearts on turn 7. A very consistent theme with the Hurt pack is just having very, very healthy runs. Is that a pun? Because you're like a healthy Hurt team? Health? I don't know. I don't know. I'm not good at this stuff. But yeah, very, very healthy runs going into the mid game. And then if you can either hit your Triceratops or hit your Piranha or Margosaurus, you can probably preserve those hearts and win out. But if not, you got a little buffer room to maybe look for some scaling, throw a couple foods and chocolates, and survive to the late game, and then see if you can, do a combination of equipment and support pets and maybe toys to finagle your way to a win. There is the Triceratops, and look at that, there's another Leech. Now, I must say, I had the Leech frozen in the shop. I believe... Actually, I don't know. I believe... So a lot of times, I will not look to level the Leech. So I thought I was going to be bringing in another separate Leech. But there's 2 of them here, and it's turn 9. So considering we can take... What am I doing with Physician? That's hilarious. So yeah, I can take the level up. And then we can get something cooking. So there's Real Velo, there's Small One. I freeze the Small One. If you've seen me play weeklies recently with the Hurt Pets, the Small One is a very popular pet. Essentially, you get 3 or 4 Hurt Pets on your team. You get like 3 Triceratops on your team. And then you just start buy-selling Small Ones. And it goes absolutely crazy. So much fun too. It's like you're hurting your team, but then you're not hurting your team. You're getting stronger than before. And yeah, just such a cool concept. Shout out to Pegasus. Anytime you run into a Pegasus team, absolutely terrifying. I'm surprised it's not played more. You see it a good amount in wild packs. Good amount. Level 2 Triceratops just sitting there in the shop. Don't mind if I do. Now by selling these small ones is super tempting. And with 5 gold left, might as well. We just want to make sure or hope that the Triceratops does not hit the small one. It hit the small one. I don't care. Ain't nobody got time for that. We sell it. We go again. Yeah, recognize that the camel needs to hit the Triceratops, or else we are going to KO our own Triceratops. It's a dangerous game sometimes you play, and speaking of dangerous games, there is one dangerous game I really like to play with Hurt Pets. I've done it also in weeklies whenever the Hurt thing is, Hurt synergy is present. It is the dangerous Yak. The Yak will hurt itself and then will gain attack. And essentially what you want to do is keep feeding it health or keep stacking Yaks on it as you level it up to replenish its health. But at a certain point, it's going to become a dire situation unless you get some aggressive health scaling on the Yak, like some pita breads. So what I like doing with a Yak is kind of toeing the line of that dangerous game and living on the edge a little bit, and basically keeping a less than 5 HP Yak, and forcing yourself to like buy a waffle every turn, buy some food on the Yak every turn just to have it survive, and essentially getting like a 50 attack 1 HP Yak with like melon or something. Just think it's hilarious. I try to do it every now and then, so that's gonna make an appearance in the bonus clips. You can see here, I'm really trying to figure out what to do, but at this point, I have committed to this Manatee. It has 19 attack. It keeps getting hit by the Triceratops, and at this point, it's here to stay. So, kind of like what I was just saying about the Yak, we are on the clock with this Manatee. It's a ticking time bomb. We need to either find pita breads or do something to help this Manatee stay healthy, stay with us. It has a strong will to live, but it just is a very careless, when it's out working in the field. It works a very dangerous job, and you never know. It just constantly gets these nicks and dings and gets banged up, and we just got to make sure we take care of it. So in comes the TV with 7 trophies, 3 hearts. I guess I figure we either win twice, lose twice. Regardless, that TV is going to break and give us the stats. And those stats can really help to keep our Manatee alive. And you see at this point, I'm freezing, I'm using star fruits. We want pita breads, we have 2 chili peppers. Not the end of the world because our team's like decently healthy, but our stats are kind of all over the place. We have like high attack, low health. We have low attack, high health on certain pets. It's just the stats are so messy on this team. A 25-8 Manatee, an 18-26 Leech. It's just weird. And now we buy a real Velociraptor when we have 2 chili peppers, so it doesn't really make sense. But we have a pita bread on the Triceratops, and if you can guarantee you get a pita bread trigger every turn, that is insane stats. Isn't it like plus 15 stats every turn? So we're getting 15 from the Triceratops, or from the pita bread. We're getting plus 6 from the Triceratops, so that's 12 stats. And then we're getting like plus 2-4 or something from the camel. Oh no, we're not getting anything from the camel. We're getting plus 4-2 from the manatee, plus 6 stats. So pretty good overall stats when we add this pita bread in. And now we get an eggplant. So it's really funny when you start spamming star fruits, hoping to get something, like hoping to get a protective equipment. We end up with chilies and eggplant. It's like, what did I do to deserve this? And the manatee frozen in the shop, I just wanted to point out, still always keeping the manatee in mind. You want to be very mindful of manatees. They're very delicate creatures. As we see a lemon, which would be great, but I think, you know what? Now we got 2 chilies. We got 2 eggplants. I already had this manatee that I was planning on stacking, so I can even go one more turn without worrying about buying health on the manatee, and then we just stack it, replenish that health. I don't know if the eggplants did anything, but we get the dub. Let's freaking go. Feels good. Gosh, these packs are so much fun, and they're very simple to make as well. When I make these packs, just pick everything you can, and here's the manatee, 9 trophies, or turn 9, 3 trophies, 1 heart. That was my yak game in this pack. That's the one yak clip you get. Now we're heading on to a different team. I'm going to show a series of battle, then kind of the rest of the clip, and then we're going to ride off into the sunset. And like I said earlier, it's just more Leech gaming, just fun ways to Leech game. But these clips, the final bonus clip, the longer run, it's another fun, really good run. I wanted to show how dangerous the wild pack gets. I mean, look at these teams right here. It just gets devastating, and shout out the coconut crab. I've been running it so much. I mean, not even close on that team. The coconut crab basically soloed us. So gonna show one of the last turns here, just kind of showing what I'm doing. This was the double Leech run. Double Leech, Triceratops, Camel, both Camel and Triceratops level 3. The Leeches only have to stay at level 1, no reason to level them up more. See, the Leeches are both at 50 health, as well as the Camel, because we have the real Velociraptor and pita bread going. And yeah, insane stats on my team. Unfortunately, we run into the sea anemone, and they have Behemoth, and everything has melon, and it's not even close. So here we go in the final bonus clip here. I wanted to mention also, I know it's come up a couple times, that as I make these videos and upload them, sometimes I schedule videos, a couple weeks ahead. So as far as the channel memberships, the end screen, the Brusque Brigade, those go up as I make the video, so it does seem kind of out of order, but it is what it is right now. I'm sorry if it's a little confusing, but with all that being said, we are going to ride off into the sunset in this run. As you see, I bought a gorilla. The gorilla I had so much fun with, as just kind of like those final pets to buy to try to get yourself the win. Not the best pet to do it with, but a fun pet nonetheless. So with all that being said, if you hung around this long, I really do appreciate it. Feel free to like, comment, subscribe. I think we're getting past 1,500 subscribers, which is absolutely insane. It seems like we just passed 1,000, so what's going on here? As always, have a fantastic day. We'll catch you in the next one.